Are you a fan of billiards? Are you looking for a game that kind of changes up that formula that is billiards? If you answered yes, I may just have a solution for you. Check out my review of Cyberpool coming up next on Mumbles. Oh! Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today we're pulling out that pool table. We're gonna shoot a game of billiards. But it's unlike any game of billiards you've ever played or I've ever played. We're looking at Cyberpool. Let me just jump straight into the description of this game. Challenge your cue ball shooting skills in Cyberpool, an arcade neon-filled recreation of famous billiard games. Smash your cue ball on brightly colored balls across 40 unique tables that start from vanilla and get crazier as you go. This love letter to the classic arcade games is easy to learn yet hard to master, challenging you at every turn across 6 different modes. Enjoy a blast from the past in classic mode, where you only have 3 strokes to pocket all the balls and claim victory. If that's laying the pressure on thick, you can practice and chill in arcade mode with unlimited strokes. When you're ready to seriously test your mettle, drive into challenge mode and see if you can pocket the balls in order. You can also have friends join the fun. Team up together to clear all levels in the cooperation mode or go head to head in the team's competitive race and battle modes. At the time of this review, this game is available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Steam for $4.99. Now, we are reviewing this game today on Nintendo Switch. So just be aware that all the footage comes from that. So guys, we are now going to move on into my score section. But before we do that, I do have to... Ow! I hope that they covered the subscribe and all that stuff. We're going to move on into the gameplay section. We now come to the gameplay section, and gameplay-wise, this game is super simple to understand. You want to shoot the balls into the hole. It's that simple. So, the difference between this and a standard pool game is that in a standard pool game, you have a table that is one size, and the holes are always in the same location. In this game, they throw that up on its head and move those around. And that's the only real difference here. You're playing pool, but it's on a different kind of pool table. That's all we're looking at here. So I'm not going to go through a big long spiel. I'm going to move on now into the con section. The first con is that the movement of the cue ball, for me, felt a little bit odd. Like you could shoot this ball and you could shoot it like just a little bit on the meter. And I could literally shoot this thing all the way across the pool table. And I felt like they needed to work on that movement of the cue ball a little bit. And the reason I say that is because when I first started out this game, it was so easy to miss a shot and have it just keep rolling and bounce into different holes. And that really makes this game a little bit challenging. So I think they needed to work on that movement of that cue ball just a little bit. The second con that I had for this game is that it's a little bit hard to line up shot. Now, in other pooled games, they have it so that you can see different views of the pool table. From this, it's simply a top-down view. And while that's not horrible, I do wish they had other options for, lining up your shots and stuff, because sometimes you need a different view in order to understand which angle you're going to hit the ball at. And in a game like this where it is so crucial to get those shots lined up correctly, I just feel like they could have used a few more views in this game to line up your shots a little bit better. Just my thoughts. So we move on into the score section. I gotta say, Cyberpool, I didn't really know what to expect from this game. I knew that it would be wacky, I knew that it would be kind of crazy, and I got those things. But I wasn't sure if I was going to get a game that controlled nice, if I was going to get a game that was extremely hard. I didn't know what I was going to get in that regard, and I could say they gave you a game that was fairly well challenging, and they gave you different modes so that you can kind of tailor that experience to you. But it still is just a game of pool. They didn't differentiate themselves in that regard any at all. So if you like the game of pool or billiards or whatever you want to call it, this game might be for you. If you don't, it's not for you. It's that simple. I actually like this game. I like what they did with it. But I also have to recognize that it is only a game of pool. So on today's episode of Mumbles, Cyberpool, you're going to get a 4 out of 10. It's a cheap little game. It's a fun little game. But at the end of the day, it is just billiards. And there's a lot of other games out there that do billiards and do it better with all these bells and whistles and stuff. And while this game is a unique little quirky game, it doesn't beat out those games. So 4 out of 10 for me. Anyways, guys, this is going to be my review of Cyberboy. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.